feeling kinda down, and been done forever in a row.
I'm a fault you now.
Can I get a Dressed up like a T-Rex with that perfect strut. All the people in the chat's just going nuts. You need a roar. Can I get a roar? If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get her off a beard whenever he's live. With the tiny little arms and the flowing tail. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Can I get a roar?
Cause you can and boom. Oh. I pressed a random button and it was the button for the We offered Side Eye Guy's asshole up to the incubus slash succubus. Nothing happened to his bumhole. I get brown and pink mixed up. Fuck off. No.
Happy
birthday, Mr. Beardo.
Ending in 10 minutes. Turkey battle cry. Beardo looks like a white camp Mr. T. A pitbull. See how if you click.
Oh, Beardo! Long chat, I was about to write in the chat, buongiorno.
Take a shit when you shouting that out. My nipples got. Side Eye Guy. He's that posh. He's like James Bond, but with a sock.
Hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
Good evening, everybody. How are we all doing? I saw you were first in, Chris Williams, so you got an Egan. Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Happy Wednesday in Australia. How are you all doing? Happy Chocolate Day. Hello, Sarah, fantastic. Granny Dumplings in. I've had to redo all of my OBS and my Stream Deck, so it's going to take me a while to get used to where I put the buttons this time. Ah, there you go.
Just off, Ghost!
Boom, nailed it. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Has everyone eaten loads of chocolate and stuff today? Because I've eaten none. None. I feel sick of the dog. No reason, just feel really sick. I've done all day. Blanket high as I'm bloody shattered. No more chocolate for Debs. No more chocolate for Debs. Love the shirt. It's Jose Jalapeno. Mama Geek, happy Caravan Day. Ooh, sunglasses on for Beardo's shirt. Hey! Respect the shirt, damn it. And don't respect the little friend on the side of my face that I accidentally scratched and ripped a hole in my skin. So get your mocking out of the way now. Christine, hello. Chocolate galore. Rice and nuts. Adorn me, Beardo. I got it.
Oh, fuck off! Adorn me, Beardo! Fucking A! It's perfect!
It's not my shirt making me ill. You're out for dinner with the family and you're stuffed? I've done... well, we had an incident yesterday. Me and Mrs. Geek, we went to Cardiff for holiday clothes, because apparently I can't just wear my tattered old stuff, you know? So we went to buy new holiday clothes. That was a disaster in itself because I'm fucking fat. But we sort of did the holiday shopping and then went for a meal. And yeah, I left my shopping in the restaurant and I realised about 10 minutes back on the train. So I had to drive back up there today, park one side of Cardiff, walk all the way to the other. And I was like, oh, I'll do some more shopping while I'm here. Forget. And it was on Jesus Day. Nothing was open. I completely wasted my time, bar the 40-minute walk. Fuck's sake. Hey, Jolene. You look like a hobo on holiday. Suck my ass. Suck my ass. Sticking to a diet. I mean, I walked yesterday. Been for a walk this morning. I'm going back out for a walk this afternoon because fucking hell. Oh, I'm so fat. I'm not buff. If I am buff, it's all collected in one area on the front midsection. Right, so we'll do the participants in a second. Just wait for a few more to get in. Wednesday's live stream, we have got the jumper wearing buffoon just in from the Paranormal Monkey podcast. We've got him coming on Wednesday. There's some discussions. We're going to put him in the hot seat. Put him in the hot seat. Have some discussions. Because I want to pick his brains a bit about his experiences. You know, he talks about everyone else's experiences and their books and stuff. Now, I don't know a great deal about the channel that he had before. Beardo, you could have found a matching hat. Where the fuck am I going to get a puke-coloured hat, Dean? He'd be fluffy, just not with regards to his hair. What? Not a fluffy. Prepare yourselves. Right, let's do some participants. Where's the button? So, tonight we have Alexis Artemis Green out with the first, Damien Ozzy, Bean Sawyer, Big Time Ando, Boohoo You, Carol Johnson, Christian, Chris Yule, Dan Lagore, Dean Bailey, Debs M, Diane Quinney, Fantastic Sarah, Sue Fleming, thank you for the 13 months. I was 48 yesterday. A happy birthday to you for yesterday. Guys, do your happy birthday things while I'm reading this out. And whee! Where was I? Dan Quinney, Fantastic Publishing, Ghost Wiener, Gillian Daniels, Glenn Merriweather, GME Haywood, Granny Dumpling, Holly, it's Jolene, Jan W, Jane C, John Boy Patton, Jaeger 71, Crazy Ken, Kristen Jurgensen, fuck. Sorry. Chris Williams, Laura Wilson, Lee Gilly, Lord Beagle, Lycan, Maggie McGee, Mags McLeod, Mama Geek, Margaret Kieran, Megan Behind Blue Eyes, Mgal, Mike's Mysteries, Mickey Sphere, Mother Noob, Nick Derrick, Paranormal Monkey Podcast, Paranormal Fun, Penapont Ross, Polypop Beaver, Quiltress, Richard Larson, Quirky Bird, Roger Bowen, Sandra BPH UK, Scared Little Raven, Shadow Icy, Silver Lady, Spaghetti alla Paranormale, Spider Queen, Sue Fleming, Sue Painter, Sorry Supernatural, the original Cujo, Trenton Bennett, and Vixen Moo. Trent, stop changing your name. Trent Bennett, thank you for the £2. Howdy Easter Beardo. Howdy Easter Beardo. Howdy Easter. How do Easter? No one can explain Justin's jumpers, and it's the most paranormal thing I've ever seen in my life. Mike, oh! How you doing, Mike? Oh! My jump choice will always remain unexplained. Genuinely, I thought you did it for a day. Oh, I did. I didn't. Glasgow Ghost Hunters, how you doing? Hello, legend and tag partner. Spaghetti, have you got you got the wrestling tonight, right? Am I correct in that? Oi, Beardo, you missed me. Sorry, Baldy Locks and the Three Hairs. Paul from Paranormal. Fuck, he's not from Paranormal. He's from PNC Paranormal Parahistory, some shit like that. I interviewed him the other week. You should be fucking grateful. Mrs. Geek is off to work in a little while, guys, so she won't be around for long. Sean, how you doing? How's Ryan? I hope he's healing well. I've seen a couple of posts, but I've taken a couple of days mostly off the internet, other than really annoying people on Facebook. Still didn't see a ghost. Trinket, keep looking. Keep looking. Maybe you'll be lucky. Hey, look at people calling Mrs. Geek beautiful. You high still? Justin's jumper may offense to nature. Ooh, Justin. Beardo, quick, call him Pauline. Sorry, Pauline. Laura Wilson, thank you for the 20 whole months. 20 months. And look what she's done, guys. I'm sorry. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Now you're annoyed. You got a colourful shirt on. I do it now and again. I got loads of them. But yesterday I was trying to look for like stuff to take on holiday, and I'm like, I've got all these really bright, really thin shirts. I could just take them. Amy and Aussie, 31 months. Beardo, again, tell us why. Chat, sorry. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say. Beardo, I feel bad. My great grandpa died on Easter, and I'd appreciate you not to go live out of respect. Excuse me? All right, account created today. Well done, Elaine. Fuck off. Thanks for the $5, but get the fuck out, idiot. Yeah, the account's just been created, Jolene. Somebody's just paid £5 to try and be funny. You're not. Get a grip, idiots. Mike James, 1980, thank you for the 27 months. Don't tell me why again. Fair enough. Fair enough. No, I have... Fuck off. Get out. There's always some fucking asshole in there. There's a troll in the dungeon. It is, but they're gone. Well, that's it, stream ending. Yeah, my stream's got to end because somebody had a relative, apparently. Bollocks. Bollocks. Hey, create another account and give me another £5. I'll tell you to fuck off again, you loser. Have you got any tips to finding... I'm the last person to ask. I go to the most haunted places in the UK and walk out of there like that. Trent, thank you for the 14 months. Or was it troll? They're not even good trolls. I like that donation without reading the comment. This guy paid a troll tax to get banned. What a loser. True. Looks like the new Halloween game is a dead replica. Friday the 13th. Don't think I'll bother. I thought it was going to be a single player. Andrew Hills, thank you for the £5. It's a reskin of the Friday the 13th. And what was the one? Texas Chainsaw. They've already killed that after I paid full price for it. I'm not bothering. Dean Bailey, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Shadow Icy, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Appreciate it. You attract them like flies to shit. Not saying you shit, by the way. Hey, Justin. You're unaware because you're interviewing people, but they keep turning up in yours as well. Your mods are on the ball, fair play. But they keep turning up and the names are fucking disgusting. Oi, Beardo, sneeze just now and I'm offended you're still streaming. Sorry, Christian. I like you. John Boy Patton, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Spaghetti alla Paranormale with the 10 Polish doubloons. The troll tax is troll tax. It is indeed. So, pretty much like Dead by Daylight. Yeah, they're all reskin to Dead by Daylight, really, aren't they? You know, I made the same face when I saw the message. I had to read it twice. Yeah, what a bizarre... I mean, I'm assuming they fucking lying, and they want to lie about dead relatives to troll. Casfed, thank you for the £2 £2 troll tax. Bristol Paranormal Hunters, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Mike, oh, thank you for the $1.99 troll tax. Peter, looking healthy as I feel like shit. I've been fighting back the urge to puke all day. Margaret Kieran, thank you for the €2 troll tax. Priority Demon, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Appreciate you. Now, don't forget, what they'll do is they'll then go and see that I'm creating these accounts, or my mods are creating these accounts, in order to troll me to get money. Because they've been doing that recently. Twat. How about a twat troll tax? Yeah, I think YouTube will get pissed off if I write twat on my screen. 2000 is the year that the trolls were actually trolls. Now they're paying to say something. Imagine paying to get recognised, you know? There are people that pay to get recognised for, you know, subscriber goal. People have been supporting me for 3 fucking years. That's incredible. People doing donations to support the channel and stuff. But to donate £5 to lie and get chewed out and banned is absolutely ridiculous. And I think, looking at the image, I think it was a pixelated image of the, what did she call herself? Something the Medium. She was trolling me for ages. Scared Little Raven, thank you for the membership. Appreciate you. As you were reading it, I was like, what the fuck? Me too. I didn't know whether to have a go or not at first. Hungover. No, not hungover. Sadly. Cross-eyed guy, how you doing? There must be a virus going around. All 3 of my grandsons have been sick today. Maybe. I went out in public yesterday, so some dirty bastards probably giving me some lurgy. Recognise me, Beardo! Recognise me! Exactly, Silver. They could just say, like, hello? Been watching for ages. That would get them recognition. I'll say the name. Tanya Phillips, thank you for the 1 month. Too many trolls. It's calmed down a bit, to be fair. It's just the same one creating numerous accounts now, and he's clearly running out of ideas. Quirky Bird, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Appreciate it. Wayne's World, welcome in. I like trolls, it's pathetic, and give you a laugh at how dumb they really are. True. Can I get a Corvette, please? Yes, you can. When I find it on the Stream Deck button. There.
Yes, we all know Mary likes it. Copy me. Ooh, ooh. Sorry, Carl. What was that?
Quickie Bird, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Calandra, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Lord Beagle has a troll tax too. Anyone that supports my channel that streams apparently needs one. Calandra, thank you. Diane Quinney, thank you for the $1.99 troll tax. Megan Behind Blue Eyes, thank you for the $2 troll tax. Happy Pagan Banging Sunday. Is it Pagan Banging Sunday, is it? What's that about? Pagans get it on. Mike James, thank you for the £2 lurgy tax. Somebody's made me sick. I don't like it. Lula Moon, hello. You're watching Real Evidence. Tisk tisk. I don't mind. I like Mike. Trolls paint to stalk you. You can't make it up. I know. Beardo, can you pause the stream while I go for a poo? Yeah. I hope it was a quick one. Trolls paint to stalk you. Can't make it up. I read that. Beardo, can you put? I read that. Hi, Beardo. Can I please get a Negan? Yes, you can. Found it just now. And it's gone again.
Hot diggity, hot diggity. This kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity, hot diggity. This kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
Dude! Bro! Dude! Bro! Demons! Demons, bro! Murder! We've caught a ghost!
Beardo seems like he's finally getting to you. He's not. He's not. Don't be too sympathetic to Beardo. There's a teapot somewhere missing his tea cozy. Hey! Dickhead. I call you a dickhead in 4K. You dickhead. Sure, he can rewind if needed. True. Was I just called a troll for saying hello? No. You weren't. It's disrespectful to go live on Easter. Only if you believe in God. And I don't. So it's not disrespectful. Beardo, are you on tomorrow? Providing I don't chuck. Yes. I love Really Haunted. Vlad is my favourite. Oh, for fuck's sake. Just finished Dead City. I hope they do a season 3. Me too. Hey, Beardo, just finished watching your Bob Larson video. That was fun to do. I'm going to do more like that. I've already found another guy that I'm going to roast. I've just got to find the live stream in which he said the following. And you'll understand why I'm wanting to roast him when I read this little line out for you. There is a gentleman called... Greg Locke, who says depression, autism, and anxiety are demons. Autism is a demon. So he is next on the shit list. High definition heckling is the future. It is. It is a Jeff Dunham shirt. Well, it is obviously a Jeff Dunham character, but I've got a hose on the back of my arm there. Long story, but it's... I didn't want a memoriam to my friend, so I had a happy memory instead. Fox. Sweet Goth, how you doing? That doctor needs to be locked up. Or as he believes, hell too good for him. I can't believe how fucked up these people are. I watched your Bob Larson video. I'm possessed. I'm definitely possessed. I took his test. Told me I'm possessed. Other people have taken his test. And it's told them they're possessed. Yeah, Greg Locke. Depression, autism, and anxiety are demons. Can I get a rara for my wife, Lisa, please? Yes, you can, Mike Rochette. Thank you for the £2. Where's that button gone? There.
Rawr. Rawr.
Yeah, by that guy's reasoning, half of my community are possessed. Someone's missing their shower curtain. Beardo's wearing it.
You've been panned.
Sarah, demon. Yes, you are. Trent wants to be banned. Well, he's got to put more fucking effort in, hasn't he? Trent Beardo loves you too much to ban you. Hang the fuck on. Where's my ban button gone? Half this community is possessed. Can I have a dude bro, please? Mark Knight? Yes, you can.
Dude, bro! Dude! Bro! Demons! Demons, bro! Murders! We've caught a ghost!
If autism, anxiety, and depression are demons, and I'm possessed big time, have you got the unholy trinity? Ooh. How about the Goonies suck? I already banned you because somebody said that I loved you too much to ban you. Houston, we have a toilet problem. Did you guys... Did any of you watch, obviously... Obviously this expedition into space to go around the moon. Did you watch the launch? And did you watch on YouTube where you could see the comments? Because the flat earthers, fuck me. I thought they were stupid before. Wow. Beto, that black hat looks like a bowling ball. That's how I picked up your mum. Demon that tried to possess me ran away fast when he looked inside my head. I think that applies to most of us as well. We all have our demons, but I'm guessing that's not the angle he's going for. No, I mean, obviously Bob Larson said about your second brain in your stomach. And a few people told me off. They're like, it is technically your second brain because of your digestive tract works independently to your brain. I was like, I kind of knew that. But I just wanted to make the joke about him referring to your bowels, meaning he's talking out of his ass. Beto, you're not going to alert you. No, if I feel that, right, I'm fine. I've just got the watery mouth thing. If I start getting the beads of sweat, I'll call it early. The flat earthers. Do you know where NASA were like, right, this is where the rocket is getting to this point where we can't get the live recording anymore. So NASA have got this artist representation of what's going on in space. They were very open and honest about it. They changed to the artist representation in space. And all the flat earthers were like, rejoice! Look, it's a cartoon. It looks like this is made on Saturday morning TV. This is shit. It proves they fake. And I'm like, oh, fuck. How can you be so dumb? And I'm like, I'm sure there's a percentage of them are doing it for a laugh. They can't really be that fucking thick. They can't be. But some of them, like CC and co, they're idiots. They were all going live and calling it out. Because I had Creaky on this monitor. I had Rumble on this monitor. Because Rumble is something else entirely. I've got a Rumble account. I've got some videos on Rumble. But holy shit. Rumble of the fucking... It's just a collection of lunatics and bad people over there. It's like Kick on steroids. Beardo, tomorrow is my birthday. Can I have an Ethan? Ethan? Do you mean Negan? Yes, you can. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Bjorn.
Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
Yeah, maybe it's the Hex and my demon that's making me feel a bit off, you know? And a flat earth to tell me that we live under a big dome and there's no gravity. Thing is, right, do you remember... I don't know how much you're into the flat earth stuff, but not so long ago they did the final expedition or the final test, where a load of them paid millions and millions of dollars to go to the South Pole to watch the sunrise because, according to them, it wouldn't arc. It goes straight up. When it didn't, a lot of them went, we were wrong. Some of them are still arguing and then saying that those other flat earthers, the guys that started it all, are lying. The government got to them and... flat... If you think that there's some really, really stupid people amongst the paranormal fakers, they have nothing. Absolutely nothing. On flat earthers. They are a different breed. The map from a flat earther is hilarious. The way they describe light, the way they describe travel, everything. They don't understand biology, they don't understand physics, chemistry. But I've never seen a flat earther that's just a flat earther. They're always like a flat earther and a new age earth. The earth is only 6,000 years old, or... How'd you explain the dinosaurs? China made them. Back off! Idiots! The final experiment. Thank you, Glasgow. Thank you. I'd lamb dinner 2 days in a row. I'm in my fat era. Yeah, in order to pay homage to Zombie Jesus Day, I listened to Lamb of God this morning. They believe any old shite, and they are so nasty with it. Like... They've all got these religious beliefs, but they're fanatical. I have so much fun watching Creaky Blinder take these lunatics apart. It's like I'm not the sharpest tool in the box. I don't know enough science to argue against them like Creaky does. So I just watch Creaky do it and laugh my ass off. And I learn by listening to Creaky, who's obviously scientific-minded. But even being pretty fucking thick on occasion, I can look at their arguments and be like, you are? You really believe that? Fuck off. I'm so upset that the artist rendition of the rocket, I'm going to write to points of view, dear POV, my point of view of the rocket is awful. It looked like a cartoon, defund the BBC. GT last night, situations happening 20 seconds later, not a mention of it. Yeah, it's because they fake it. It's people who believe dinosaur bones were planted for other people to find. There is. Hey, Darkvale Tim, how you doing? It's a cult like Scientology, weird. It's beyond that. It's like a cult of stupidity. Like, the collection of the biggest idiots on the fucking planet. The Earth is flat. They'll give a whole new meaning to running around in circles. True, it would. Betty Swallocks. Betty's done it. Betty's done it. I've lost the button. I've lost the button. I've seen it like 3 times. I've pressed it 3 times. It's gone. Oh, there it is. why he ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. My ears, my eyes, shut up. Beardo gets lost in his own studio. True. But not even I'm that stupid. Oh god, Beardo has lost the button and then tortures us. Yes. Nice try, troll. Jolene already got you. Bye. I'm going to say your name, you sad prick. How can people believe in God but not the dinosaurs? One has proof, the other does not. So obviously in that recent video, I told a story about me and Santa Claus. And I wasn't taking the piss. I really did stop believing in God before I stopped believing in Santa. Did you see the troll? Jolene got him in record time. Just don't mention it again. The earth is flat, spirit level says so. Not when I use one. Although, I have seen that posted. If the earth's not flat, how do you explain this? And it's a spirit level sat on pebbles on a beach. Of course dinosaurs were real. I've seen Jurassic Park. It's a documentary. Flat earther sounds like a genitalia illness. Thought the Santa story was... It was true. It was 100% true. And my mum begging me not... Or not begging me, but, you know, warning me not to tell my brother. And my brother had known for ages. Wasn't religion invented to stop riots or something? I don't know enough about it, to be fair. Wait, I thought you were Santa. No, Satan. I'm Satan. You got the words the wrong way round. I'm so possessed, you know? Do you mean Santa isn't real? It's about time, Mariel. It's about time. Excuse me. Lycan, how you doing? But yeah, it was a true story. Absolutely true story. As was the story of... I nearly said his name then. With the bugs under his skin. He was a really unwell man. Don't insult flat earthers, they have fans all around the globe. Do you know how many times they slip up and say things like that, though? It's hilarious. Sorry, and when I said Lodo's sorting the kitchen, no worries. Hold on, Santa and the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Whoa, you leave the Flying Spaghetti Monster alone. If Santa wasn't real very early on, I wonder how many kids keep thinking they're pleasing their parents like I did. Possibly. Beardo's bad Santa. No, I'm not. Sandra, thank you for the £2. Troll tax for Sean the Troll. I don't know him. I think you do. He porks you. My dad used to play Santa at the culinary. What's that? Vito, you said hi at the start, but I'll take a second. You're welcome. You're worth it. I'll have to accept it. Yes, you will. Don't let your kids watch me. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Hail Santa. Beardo with Zozo. Zozo was even more made up. What about the Easter Bunny? That's real. Honest. It is. It is. So yeah, Wednesday we've got Justin on, so make sure you've got your questions lined up. Not all taking the piss, but I want to get into Justin's paranormal history, because these questions about the paranormal and people's beliefs and stuff, because Justin briefly touches upon it on his own podcast, but obviously he wants the guest to take centre. So it'll be cool to hear the things that have shaped him into what he does. Beardo is Krampus. Yeah. I'm surprised Santa hasn't possessed the Tits House yet. It's only a matter of time, Betty Swallox, if he sees that post. Beardo, you changed your mic settings. No. I don't think so. Easter Bunny poops chocolate eggs, exactly. You're all eating shit today. World's most prestigious culinary school. Now it's shite. Fair enough. Terror Bunny and Terror Claws. Justin's a cutie. I mean, I wouldn't call him that. But he's interesting, you know? He's interesting. Cream eggs. Cream eggs are shit. Easter Bunny is real. You can eat him. I don't like rabbit. It don't taste very nice. I'm still trying to work out how rabbits lay eggs. Out of their anuses. I thought Easter Bunny pooped jelly beans. That's what the film Hop taught me. Never seen it. Yo, I watched Chuckle Vision today. I don't know why, but I watched an episode of Chuckle Vision. One of my mates messaged me and he was like, do you remember this from Chuckle Vision? They had an art dealer, or was he an art dealer? Or an artist or something come and stay at their house. And the whole thing was around him saying, yeah, I've come to your house because apparently the solar system's aligned and tonight I want to search for Uranus. For Uranus. And the jokes for 20 minutes are all about him searching for Uranus. But the way he was saying it, the way they were reacting, I was like, holy fuck. How did they get away with that? It was great. And I looked at some other stuff that they'd done. And there was one with, there was a leprechaun that only Barry could see. I can't remember which one's which, to be fair. And the taller one was like, all right, pats him on the head and then says, oh, I'm going to tickle his chin. And the little one goes, no, he's this tall, not that tall. And he's like, oh, I was like, fucking hell. They got away with so much. Peter, just to be an easy interview, ask one question, sit back, relax, there'll be no stop. It's nearly 2 hours though, isn't it? Maybe even Justin could run out of things to waffle about. You'd have thought you won sort of contest, you won for best beard between you, Mythos, and a couple of other people. Of course I did. Not so much anymore. The dye job is ruined. There are piles on Uranus. Oh, Mike's Mysteries! Martin Weller, it's my birthday. 74 today. Hey, Martin Weller, thank you for the 35 months and a happy birthday. Chat, do your thing, and please wish Martin Weller a happy birthday. Yeah, it's, the stuff they used to get away with, like, you could probably find, like, top 5 lists and stuff on YouTube of just things that people got away with on like the 80s and 90s kids TV shows that you wouldn't get away with now. Look, obviously we've all seen the Rainbow one, but that never actually made it to air. Through the 70s, 80s and 90s, they got away with everything on camera and behind the scenes. Yeah, they did. There was another one he sent me, and it was about the tweenies, and they re-showed, I'll take a drink every time I mention East Drive, the stream will fly by. There was a Tweenies episode that aired, but it aired years after all the stuff Jimmy Savile came out, and somebody didn't fact check or whatever. They've got to do an episode before they put it out on a rerun, and that one of the puppets was doing an impression of Jimmy Savile. And the Tweenies is based around these puppet toddlers. I would say somebody got fired for that, but it's the fucking BBC. They'll allow any shit. Ren and Stimpy would never fly today. Ren and Stimpy was one of a couple of cartoons that my mum banned me from watching as a kid. Magic Roundabout. Yeah, the guy was on acid that made that, wasn't he? Or the outrage that Sooty had a girlfriend, Susie. They were never allowed to be shown on screen touching because they were boyfriend and girlfriend. Captain Pugwash and Seaman Stains. True. Bill and Ben Flowerpot Mem. I got my Flobberdob. Rocko's Modern Life had innuendo. I can't remember ever watching Rocko's Modern Life, to be fair. All in the Family would get cancelled. House MD would get cancelled. I mean, House is still on. I watch House quite often. Freaking loved Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy was awesome. Awesome. Would you say they get away now with half what we grew? 80s was. I mean, even comedy now, like post Watershed comedy, isn't allowed to do what it did 10, 15 years ago. You watched any of the later stuff that Mock the Week were putting out, it was garbage. What about Morecambe and Wise sleeping together? That was normal back in the day. I mean, think about how far we've come in such a short time. I mean, Star Trek with William Shatner, that was the first interracial on-screen kiss on TV. And there was fucking uproar about it. That wasn't that long ago in the grand scheme of things. That's fucking wild. Didn't Muffin the Mule get banned because of the name of the programme? I think so. I've never watched Father Ted. I've never watched it. Seaman Stains and Masturbates are urban legends. Are they? Ah. Noel's House Party was brilliant. Yeah. What was the one he did? Noel's Road Trip. That got cancelled because somebody died on it, didn't they? Fisto from He-Man. It wasn't Fisto, it was Fister, wasn't it? Wasn't he called Fister? Little Britain can't be shown now. Nah, comedy. Like, even stuff like American Pie, they can't make them anymore. Now, I understand to a degree, you know, the pervy nature. But that's what teenagers are like. Teenagers are perverted, horrible creatures. And we all know it because we were all fucking teenagers. And teenage boys did perv. Leave some butthead, Beardo would be butthead. Probably. I was lucky enough to have a dad who let me watch the young ones back in the early 70s, like 6, 7. I used to... This is the weird thing with my mum. She wouldn't let me watch Ren and Stimpy. There was a couple of other weird programs she wouldn't let me watch, and I never understood why. Yet I was allowed to watch the young ones. I was allowed to watch Bottom. Maybe I was a little bit older, and maybe that's why. Yeah, my mum was kind of weird. Oh, then again, maybe my mum was working nights then, and my dad just let me get away with whatever I wanted. Barney the dinosaur probably had some creepy stuff happening behind the scenes. Possibly. Mephisto. Mephisto is a Marvel villain. The Late Late Breakfast Show, someone was killed doing a stunt. I'm sure Noel's Road Trip or Noel Edmonds Road Show or something it was called. I'm sure somebody died on that. Thank you, Mama Geek. We can get away with Bottom now, it's getting pathetic. The thing is, right, Red Dwarf, I was allowed to watch Red Dwarf. But you can't get away with that type of humour anymore. It's humour. Why are people offended by humour and jokes? Like the same people that shout at me. They're like, you're horrible. I can't believe you said that. Hang on. It was a joke. Bottom is quality. That could get taken out of context, couldn't it? It ended with Noel. I thought so. Zig and Zag, I see, that was on Channel 4, and my parents never had Channel 4 on. My dad used to make me watch the news when I was a kid to keep me up to date. It's probably why I don't watch it now. Not that it'd be banned, but I always loved keeping up appearances with Mrs. Bucket. I called my mother Mrs. Bucket. Because she changes her voice when she answers the phone. She gets posh. Makers of the Dead travel fast. Thank you for the 15 months. Don't forget your toothbrush. We were all made to jiggle the light switches. Mum thought we were going to get picked for a holiday. I remember watching that. The guy who died was a driver who had a bad crash. Oh. Yeah, Lower Low probably wouldn't get... I mean, Lower Low used to be on at like 5 o'clock on a Sunday. You know, Songs of Praise and then that French horny dude. And the police officer that piddled me big down the hill. Anything over 30 years old usually reflects attitude of the time warning. I know there's certain episodes... I'm sure there are certain episodes of Only Fools and Horses that are either not allowed to be shown or they cut sections out of it. It's strange. It's gone too far now. No one has a lot of sense of humour. It's stupid. It's called being human. Exactly. If you can't mock... Now, I'm not saying that you should be able to mock all things. There are certain people that need to be protected, absolutely. But chill the fuck out, you know? Everything is just so insensitive and insulting. And there are people out there that get incensed enough to write into, like, the BBC or whoever's aired something from 20 years ago for something that doesn't impact them. People are offended on behalf of people they've never met. Fuck off! Eurotrash wouldn't be shown today? No? Jimmy Carr says, you come to my show, you know what you're getting. There's comedy out there for everyone. If you're shocked, don't watch it. Stick to what you like and what you're comfortable with. True. There are certain comedians that I don't like. There are some of the comedians I don't like, so I don't watch them. I don't complain about them. Beardo, can I have my purple fix, please? You do realise I'm in that clip as well, right? No, you're not having it. You're not having it. I'm stalling because I've lost it again.
Dude, bro! Dude! Bro! Demons! Demons, bro! Murders! We've caught a ghost!
Was it a troll? I missed that one. I was too busy paying attention to people I like. Kestrel Pat, hello, was MIA. We've both been poorly and moved house, but we're back. Gail says hello. Pat, Gail, hello, welcome back. Hope the new home is everything you wanted it to be. They're doing Mr. Ben as a live action series. I've never seen Mr. Ben. Did I just miss out on that? What is Slipknot is talking about Andrew Stone Rock? Huh? Huh? Don't like it? Switch over? Yeah, why pay for a ticket to go and watch Ricky Gervais or Frankie Boyle, whoever? My dad despises Frankie Boyle. He won't complain about him. He just won't watch him, which is why I like him. When I was a baby, my parents used to bathe me in Australian lager. It was till I was 18 I realised I'd been fostered. Oh, for fuck's sake. That was actually pretty good. That's allowed. The flap they made about Little Britain is stupid. There's no harm in it, you know? They're not trying to harm people. Like, I know one of the major issues with Little Britain was Andy in the wheelchair, right? But they weren't taking the piss out of they weren't taking the piss out of disabled people. They were taking the piss out of benefit scroungers. People that say they can't do this, can't do that, but on a Friday night they're out clubbing it, throwing some sheeps and shit for 6 hours. Blue Sky, thank you for the $4.99 troll tax. Why can't I see the Why can't I see the troll? People sometimes forget they have a remote control that can change channels. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I curb a lot of things on YouTube because there are certain things you can't do and say on YouTube without getting in trouble. So I stand by the rules that are in place there because, you know, it can be far worse in the real world. So I suppose sometimes I let it slip, like with a few trolls I've let slip. Oh, I've been quite vile to them, but that's like, you know, it takes weeks and weeks and weeks of them taking the piss and then I'll snap. You know, Troll wanted you and Andrew, not Stone Rock to... All right. No. No, I'd rather boil my own head. Trent is the troll, Beardo. Oh, absolutely, but he's a good troll. Shows like Wife Swap was weird. See, now as much as people get offended by comedy these days, things like that were allowed to happen. Basically, whoring out your wife. That I don't like. What was the other one? Benefit Britain. And it's like, let's go pick on the poorest of the poor, make them look stupid and crap. That stuff gives me the ick. Absolutely give me the ick. Right, let's have a look at you, shall we? Newish account. Holy shit! Did you do that on purpose? What the fuck? I wouldn't bother trolling me. You're trolling your fucking self there. Surely that's a bet. There you go. Stealing that shit. Peter, wear your glasses. Right there. Love Island, reality, Towie. Yeah, that brain dead people. Oh, Slipknot, come on. You clearly a troll. Out. Off you pop. And to be fair, if you want to go and watch that crap and watch him get absolutely shit-faced every live stream he's doing and then lie to his audience about being shit-faced and then come in here asking me to lower my tone. Absolutely, I bullied you. Yeah, I did, because you're a cunt. I know. Sorry. I nearly said the T bit on the end of that. Oh. Just fuck off. Get a job. Probably better he wasn't wearing glasses looking at that. Wasn't he on the subway in the movie Ghost? Probably. Hey, at least they've got new clips for their other channel now. Get off my train! Beardo, I know, but... Oh. Oh. It just... Sometimes you've just got to tell people what you're really feeling, you know? And that man was being a... Yeah. I hope my mother-in-law ain't watching. Ah, it's the subway guy from Ghost. It's not actually. I know where the image is from, and that's not his real image. I've seen the video clip that's from. It's a guy that does dating videos, but he wears a hat. And he's actually like quite handsome, and then he pulls it off and he's bald all around there. And then when women click off, it's a comedy thing. He's nicked his image. Good evening, Matt Lyons. How are you doing? Oh, dear. Was it a man, really? You know, your mouth needs to be washed out with soap. My mother-in-law actually in there. She'd have shouted at me by now. She's probably fallen asleep. Must be a flat earther. He's got a flat fucking head. Lurking as I'm colouring my hair, so I'm missing loads of the good comments. Ah, you picked the wrong day. Ah, dear. Just let it all out, Beardo. We don't mind. Ah, you wouldn't want... You wouldn't want me to let it rip. Lurking as I've just read that. Does anyone know how to get rid of condensation in the kitchen? If so, pop round any time. Kettle's always on. Don't dry clothes in there, for one. And leave a window open when you're cooking. Hey, Mama Kiki! Ah, Mama Geek, this is for you. I hope she had headphones in. That's who the profile picture reminded me of, the Axeman in The Last Action Hero. Fox, nailed it. Nailed it. Trent, I'm not going to keep pressing it, because it really does annoy people. I'll do it towards the end. You're a very, very naughty boy. Sorry, Mum. I won't do it again. Unless another one comes in. Wait, what socks am I wearing? Oh, you're alright, Mama Geek. I'm wearing ghost socks today. If Peter didn't let it all out, he would explode. Yeah, I dropped that word today. There was a guy, I don't know what he was trying to do, but he cut across like 2 lanes of a roundabout. And then he tried to cut back in front. Basically, he tried to undertake me by overtaking me on a roundabout. And I'm watching him in my mirror behind me doing that. And I'm like, fuck, I'm doing the speed limit here. A little bit over. I'm doing the speed limit here. This guy's right up my ass. And there's obviously the slow lane. And I'm on a dual carriageway. And I'm flying past everybody. Oh, he nearly hit me, and then we got to the traffic lights. I let fucking rip. I actually got out to my car, and I've stood in the dual carriageway, giving it all that. That C-bomb was used on 3 separate occasions, and then I realised that he had a kid in the back of the car, and I was like, you did that with a kid in the car! I got in my car. I felt angry at myself for dropping the C-bomb, and there was a kid there. And then I got more angry that he was driving like an absolute lunatic, and he had a kid in the car. I only realised the other day that the guy in Last Action Hero was Kane in RoboCop 2. What was he in the other day? I started rewatching Tales from the Crypt. He was in that as well. First ever episode of Tales from the Crypt. What's the blonde guy from Die Hard 2? I can never remember his name. He's in everything. Shawshank Redemption. He's in the first episode of that. Mama Geek's been lurking. She's always lurking. I'm sorry, I actually heard the T at the end. No, you didn't. I didn't say it. I stopped myself. I got to the and then laughed because I realised what I'd said. Why did the policeman arrest a duck? He was selling quack. Did you wish him a happy Easter? No, I fucking didn't. No, the blonde guy, not the bald guy, Ghost Wiener. Not Jeremy Irons. Die Hard 2. He was also in the Shawshank Redemption. Oh, he's in everything. The Mist. No, Die Hard 2. Trent, when I say Die Hard 2, I mean Die Hard 2. Fucking hell. Ah. Tom Noonan. All right, he's the bald guy. He's also in the Silence of the Lambs prequel. I can't even remember that. I do not mean William Sadler. Thank you, Rancid Radio. Somebody with common sense, and Trent's going, hey, Jeremy Irons. They want Jeremy Irons. That was Die Hard 3. Fuck. Trent, fucking hell. Trent, we've got the answer. Why are you still going? Oh. Hey, I'm not feeling sick anymore. Holy shit, Trent. Die Hard 2 was the worst of the first three. Agreed. Depending on... Sometimes I actually think Die Hard 3 is the best of the franchise. I love Die Hard 3. Vito's going to need a rum after. I've picked a fucking time to give her booze and shit food, haven't I? William Sadler is also Death in Bill and Ted 2. True. Oh. Vito put me on the naughty step. Oh, fuck. Do you know what, Trent? Get the fuck out. You're gone. You can fuck off for 5 minutes because you have absolutely fried my brain. Get out. Bye, Trent. Oh. Whew. I feel better now. I feel much better. The ending of 3 is... Yeah, they rushed the ending, didn't they? But the banter between Samuel L. Jackson and Bruce Willis, the whole banter is awesome. The Game of Simon Says. Sometimes it's my favourite one. Original Die Hard always will be the best. One of the best sequels is Lethal Weapon 2. Lethal Weapon 2, Terminator 2. Terminator 2 is a far superior sequel. Terminator 1 is... But then... I don't know if you guys are going to agree with me here. I'm going to do a poll for this, right? Is the first Terminator movie a horror movie? And I'll go a little step further here. Not only do I think that it is a horror movie, it's a sci-fi horror movie, I think it's a sci-fi slasher movie. Because he's basically relentlessly chasing down a woman. He's an unstoppable killer, relentlessly chasing down a woman. He's basically Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, or Jason Voorhees, but with guns. I've always seen the original Terminator as a horror. As a kid, it scared the fuck out of me. Watched RoboCop 2 last week. I still like it, but RoboCop 3 was dog shit because they wanted to make the cartoon and the action figures. Terminator is sci-fi. It is sci-fi, But it's sci-fi horror, right? Aliens. An Alien are sci-fi, but they're horror movies. Alien is basically a haunted house movie in space. Off topic, I only just found out the other day that Oliver Reed died during filming Gladiator and that to finish the film with a body double. I didn't know that. It is sci-fi. Nobody's wrong for saying sci-fi. But it's got the horror slasher element of it really strong. Alien is also a horror movie. Yeah, Aliens has got horror aspects. The whole thing with the facehugger, with Ripley and Newt locked in the lab. That's horrific. From Alien 3 onwards, less horror and more sci-fi, but... Yeah, Jaws is a horror. I've always seen Jaws as a horror. I mean, The Exorcist is a horror film, but you could say it's just a religious film. I knew Oliver Reed died. I didn't know he died before they'd finished filming Gladiator. That I didn't know. Which is a better horror, Evil Dead or the second one with it? I prefer the original Evil Dead. I don't think the Evil Dead have ever made a bad film or TV show. Mostly the video games have been really good as well. I always prefer the original because it's less slapstick. I always get shit for this. My least favourite of the Evil Dead franchise is Army of Darkness. I still adore the film, but it's the least horror of that horror franchise. And because of that, it's my least favourite. It's the funniest, but it's also the least horror. So it makes it my least favourite of that horror franchise. As a horror comedy, it's up there with Tucker and Dale versus Evil, one of the greatest of all time. Never really thought of the Terminator in that way, but you could be onto something there. Like the first Predator movie, technically, is a horror movie. There is a monster. All right, it's sci-fi elements, but it's like war film, science fiction, and horror. There is this invisible, unkillable thing chasing people around the rainforest and annihilating them, skinning them and stuff. Aliens was a sci-fi war film with horror elements. Yeah, the original was obviously much more horror-centric. Preferred the original 1986 Manhunt to Red Dragon. Yeah, true. What's his name? The Scottish guy, Brian Cox. The Exorcist account of something that may have happened, dramatic Greek. Yeah, but he was a boy and not a girl. You like anything with Bruce Campbell in it? True. Absolutely love Army of Darkness, but the first and the original is the best. I'll probably piss you off here because my favourite Evil Dead movie is the Fede Alvarez one. It was originally going to be a remake, but then they put Ash's car in there to link the universes. And that's where the start of the 3 different Necronomicons came from. It is so bloodthirsty. I adore that film. It's one of my favourite horrors, come to think of it. William Peterson was great in Manhunt. Yeah, Manhunter. Yeah, I totally forgot he was in that. It's the guy from CSI, isn't it? There's an actual serial killer in The Exorcist playing a doctor. Really? I saw like there's a dark undertone to The Exorcist of the director of the movie in the movie. It's on YouTube. I'm not going to get into detail on you because it's a bit dark for my tastes for my channel. But it was like that the director being on his own with Reagan could have potentially caused the entire thing. One of the worst horror remakes was Nightmare on Elm Street film. Yeah, I completely agree. Completely agree. And it's a shame because Jackie Earle Haley, I was really excited for him to take over the glove. Really excited. The CGI ruined it, and they took any expressionism away from Jackie Earle Haley. But he was in The Watchmen. You didn't see his face for most of the movie. Yeah, I'm all right. Peter, I'm sorry about earlier. You better be, Trent. But Brian Cox actually more chilling than Hopkins' version. Ooh, I don't know. I love Anthony Hopkins' portrayal of Hannibal. Hey, Horror, how you doing? Love that they used the same actor who was in Alien and Predator in both films. He was the only one to die by a Terminator, a Predator, and an Alien. Bill Paxton. He died to a Terminator, a Predator, and an Alien. He's just starred in a werewolf film alongside Shaun Ryder. Cool. Did a few cast and crew die from the Exorcist film? Obviously the little girl did. Fuck, I can't remember her name. And the older sister was murdered. I think it was before the second one was made. I think in movie they just say she's off to college or something, but there was a few of them. They reckon it was the movie was cursed. Same as The Exorcist. But a lot of the things that people will tell you about the curses, they're not quite as real as they'd have you believe. In fact, Don't Scare Claire did a video on it. It was really good. Hopkins always will be Hannibal Lecter. No one ever come close. Yeah, they did a prequel, didn't they? Hannibal Rising, and it was awful. 3 actors from Alien were in Terminator. Paxton, Schwarzenegger. Oh yeah, Kyle Reese. Cameron. Read a story that the Marvel franchise has killed action hero movies like the 80s. They said the same about 80s action movies killing westerns to a degree, maybe. But I think 80s action movies killed 80s action movies. When they started watering down Stallone and Schwarzenegger, because they didn't want to make those movies. So you had Schwarzenegger doing Christmas films and, although I love that film, Twins and Kindergarten Cop. You had Stallone doing Stop or My Mum Will Shoot and Bruce Willis doing Hudson Hawk. I love Hudson Hawk. Just put it out there. Apparently it's one of the worst movies ever made. I love that movie. Right, end the poll. All right. Most of the chat disagree with me. Cool. Fair. Last Action Hero. Yeah, they all tried to tone everything down, make it child-friendly, things like that. So 80s action movies killed 80s action movies to a degree. Things... I don't think Marvel killed it, because Marvel was a decade and a half too late to have impacted it. Those movies were already on their way out. I mean, Dwayne is the only 80s style action hero that we get now, but he's never done anything as violent as what the 80s were. Like, we don't get your RoboCop's, Predator... Even the Predator and Alien films that come out now, they're not as graphic. HR Geiger artwork is incredible. Yeah, but why does everything look like willies and fannies? I love Hudson Hawk, so does Mark Kermode, the acclaimed movie critic. Yeah, I never understood the hate for Hudson Hawk. As a kid, when it first came out, I found it really enjoyable. And I saw all the hate for it, and then I rewatched it as an adult, being told not to watch it because it's terrible, and I thought it was a great film. Death Becomes It, that was another one. Death Becomes It was absolutely slated as a bad movie, and we'll watch that once a year. Alan Richardson. Yeah, Alan Richardson's a close to an action. And what's his name? He's playing Lobo in Supergirl. He's another one that could be an 80s action hero. Why can't I remember his name? He was Aquaman as well. In fact, he's on my t-shirt. Aquaman. Phantom or Flash Gordon? Well, comic book wise, I think the Phantom. Beastmaster, Red Sonja were the only action movies that weren't dumbed down. A very expensive hardback book with everything in all his drawings, movie props. Why are you calling me PNC? Anyway, Die Hard killed the stupid with an indestructible. Yeah, true, because McClane was an everyman. He wasn't bulky. Yeah. Because didn't he get mocked? Same as Michael Keaton getting cast as Batman. Michael Keaton getting cast as Batman, there was fucking uproar. I think it was 20,000 complaints. He's too funny, he's too short, he's too skinny. One of the best Batmans there's been. You forgot Jason Momoa on purpose because he's so awesome. Schwarzenegger and Stallone never went near superheroes. Judge Dredd. Stallone played Judge Dredd, which is a comic book movie. And Schwarzenegger played Mr. Freeze, which is from DC. He was in a Batman film. The worst Batman film. Ed37 Joe Vitale, how you doing? I remember seeing Terminator in the movie in theatre. Oh, my mum freaked out, covered my eyes when Al dug his eyeball out. She got mad at my stepdad for bringing me. There's a lot of horror elements to the Terminator, the original. We were all traumatised as kids. Family films now pathetic, whereas you sit down and watch Police Squad, Rambo, etc. as family. See, my parents were strict with me watching stuff like that. But you have to remember films like Short Circuit 2 when Johnny Five dies, or any of the Disney stuff. They're horrific stories. Watership Down. Watership Down is horrendous. Michael Keaton is Batman. Do you know, I rewatched Batman last night, Batman 89, just because I had a bout of insomnia. I was feeling rough last night. I put Batman 89 on. I'm sat there like, there are elements that from the comic books, they got wrong. Like Batman killing the Joker, like the Joker having a backstory. But it is a fantastic movie. It's probably one of my top 3 comic book movies of all time. Batman 89 is immense. And I love Batman Returns. One of the scariest films I saw was Hostel. See, Hostel didn't scare me. It was just like, this is fucking disgusting. But like the first time I saw Saw, the first Saw movie, I was like, this movie is vile. It's gory as hell. And then when I rewatched it, I'm like, it's not that gory. You don't see as much as you think you do. Still can't watch Johnny Five get beat up. Hey, listen, I don't know how old I was when that film came out, but I broke my fucking heart. Johnny Five dying and spraying oil out like it's blood everywhere, and everyone being like, yeah, it's a kid's film. Huh? But Batman Returns, although Batman is a bit... I love both of them. Absolutely love both of them. I do enjoy the third one, even though apparently it wasn't supposed to be a trilogy. It was supposed to be like a reboot, but then they kept Commissioner Gordon and they kept Alfred. So, do you think Wesley Snipes is too old to play Blade now? Yeah. But then again, it depends what he's physically capable of. If he's physically capable, then no. But I don't think he is. I mean, the guy smoked weed for like 20 years straight now, hasn't he? He was barely able to play Blade in the third one. Have you seen the third one where he's on the mortuary slab and his eyes open and it's always looked off? When you look into it, Wesley Snipes didn't like the director or some shit, and he refused to open his eyes, and they had to CGI... CGI back then was shit. That to digitally open his eyes because Wesley Snipes was too high and didn't want to open his eyes. You liked Batman and Robin. Doc Savage, Man of Bronze film. I've never even heard of it. Not really a horror, but Shining... See, I think Shining is a horror movie. Definitely my top 5. Shining scared the shit out of me when I watched it as a kid. I was very easily scared as a kid. Very easily scared. Shining really... The woman in the bathroom. The woman in the bathtub. That... Oh, nah. Freaked me the F out. So did the kids. Snipes was good in Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, he could do it. Although, I want to see Mahershala Ali play him. They need to get that up and running. Darkman with Liam Neeson was decent. Do you know, I can barely remember that film. There's a Batman and Robin feature film. No, Michael, there's not. There's not. Arnold Schwarzenegger did not play Mr. Freeze really badly. George Clooney didn't look like he'd, like, cricked his neck while playing Batman. The end of every sentence doing that. Or a fucking weird film. That was the first film where I was old enough to take my cousins to the cinema. I took my younger brother and 2 of my cousins to the cinema to watch Batman and Robin. And we were all excited because back then, I loved Val Kilmer's Batman. I remember sitting in the cinema, there was only the 4 of us in there thinking, this is shit. No wonder the cinema's empty. And even my cousins who were quite young were like, this isn't very good, is it? No. Pet Sematary scared me when I was a kid. Doctor Sleep was epic. I loved Doctor Sleep. To take the book, take the original Shining book and Stanley Kubrick's Shining, mash them all together, make it cohesive, I thought was fantastic. Blade Films in development hell right now. I reckon they might do what they do in The Punisher and give him like a 1 hour thing and then just put him in a team up somewhere. Maybe. The Flash movie, that movie was fucking awful. I can't believe they made it. I can't believe they digitally used Christopher Reeve without his family's permission. Nicolas Cage was pissed that his image was used without his permission. He said if they'd allowed him to go there and do it, he'd have absolutely have done it. First movie I took my little brothers to was Mortal Kombat. It was fun. Mortal Kombat was great. Remember watching Mortal Kombat? Didn't watch it in the cinema, I watched it on video. And me and my brother kicking the shit out of each other because it was the greatest film we'd ever seen. It hasn't aged too well. You love the first Halloween movie? Definitely up there with horror movies. Definitely. The He-Man movie back in the day. I still like that He-Man movie. I still like it. Talking of Willis and superhero movies, what does Unbreakable fit into? It's a superhero trilogy, really. He becomes a vigilante superhero. And he goes up against his nemesis, and then him and his nemesis go up against an all... Yeah, superhero movies. Nicolas Cage would not have made a good Superman. Absolutely fucking not. No, and if you've seen the script for it, that movie was... it was not going to be good. I mean, after the first 2 Christopher Reeve Superman movies, they were shit. I don't think they've made a good Superman movie since, apart from Man of Steel. Man of Steel was great. But as for Superman in the titles, after Superman 2, I don't think they've done a good one. Love that He-Man film as well. See? It's probably nostalgia more than anything. Tom Paris from Voyager's in it. They really need to remake Halloween 3, but just call it Season of the Witch. I don't think they need to remake it at all. I think it, as it is a fantastic, perfect Halloween watch. I adore Halloween 3. I absolutely love it. The only part of it that is kind of weird is obviously the character lead and then the girl that he falls in love with. I'm like, surely that he's old enough to be her granddad. Brandon Lee was on the cusp of superstardom after The Crow. Yeah, I agree. He obviously did he did a film with Dolph Lundgren as well. I think he was on the cusp. Edward Norton is a very actor. Very what actor, Jolene? I like Edward Norton. I don't like him. He's apparently a right fucking dickhead. I hope Henry Cavill's upcoming Voltron movie will be good and faithful to the animated. Is he doing one? I know he's doing Highlander, and he looks really good. Andrew Hills, thanks for the £10. Original Batman return script was Kim Basinger as Robin. Dustin Hoffman as the Penguin, Robin Williams as the Riddler. They also did Rogue One without Peter Cushing's family's permission. They shouldn't do that. They shouldn't be doing that. I never heard of Kim Basinger being Robin. As far as I knew, Damon Wayans or Marlon Wayans, they were actually signed on to play Robin. There's artwork of his likeness and the suit. Henry Cavill is doing a Voltron movie. Wow, I've got a Voltron giant Funko over there. Love all the splatter in Freddy vs. Jason. I still think that the Freddy and Jason movie that we got is the best Freddy and Jason movie we could have got at the time. Loved it. Halloween 3 confused the crap out of me. Watch it again now. If you haven't watched Halloween 3 since it came out and you were pissed because Michael Myers weren't in it, watch it again now. In fact, I did a video on it on the second channel in defense of Halloween 3. I did a in defense of Halloween 3 because it's hated and I love it. But it's coming back around now. People have enjoyed it for a while. And in defense of Nightmare on Elm Street 2 because I love Nightmare on Elm Street 2 as well. Kevin Yates, appreciate it. Thank you very much. July 24th, new Evil Dead movie is released. I'll be going to the cinema to watch it. Henry Cavill movie is slated for 2027 on Amazon Prime. I don't mind some of the Prime movies. Who do you think Henry Cavill should play in Marvel? Joe, everyone's saying he should play Captain Britain. I think he should be Black Bolt. Never seen Pet Sematary. The original, yes. The sequel, any of the remakes or prequels, don't bother with them. The original, is it 1989 or 1990? That original Pet Sematary, I love it. Need a Cavill Wolverine movie. He's too big. I want a shorter Wolverine, stocky. But, I mean, Hugh Jackman's not going anyway, so we're all good. Halloween movies were meant to be an anthology. Might was so popular they did the second one. True. True. What do you think of the new Street Fighter movie that's coming out? I'm quite looking forward to it. It does look good. You enjoyed the new Omen film? Oh, Omen Origins? It's one of the few prequels that's really, really good. It is very good. We'll do Vixen in a few weeks. I'm joining with a charity stream on Japan. What? The Beyonder? Apparently Wolverine in the comics is 5 foot. I think he's 5'3". Wolverine's 5'3" in the comics. Careful what you ask for. They might attack. Tom Cruise is too old for it now. Don't. They were talking about casting him as a fucking new Iron Man. I was like, he's older than Downey Jr. No. Beardo, by the way, today is first contact day for us Trekkies. Trekkies? I do believe, Trent, that you should know better, and it's Trekkers. Hand in your nerd card. The Hills Have Eyes. I like the originals and the remakes, to be fair. I like Jackman as Wolverine. Actually did research to play him. Got the mannerisms. Oh, yeah. The only thing with Hugh Jackman is he's too tall. Back when I was a kid, do you know when you do that thing where you'd like... You and your friends would have your own casting, or if they make an X-Men movie, I always wanted Jack Nicholson to play Wolverine. Especially after he did that movie Wolf. Like... Jack Nicholson would have made an awesome Wolverine, even though he was aging a bit. I think Hugh Jackman would have been a fantastic Wolverine. New Scream could have done... I don't think the new Scream was much good. They've already greenlit the 8th one. Vito, Cabin in the Woods is good. Oh, I love Cabin in the Woods. Awesome film. The remake of The Omen was decent. See, I don't like remakes when they just scene for scene reshots like Psycho. If you're going to do a remake, make it different, but not too different, but to just scene by scene recreate. $120,000 raised on the first day. What? I wonder what it would have been if Dougray Scott had gotten the Wolverine. Imagine turning down playing Wolverine to do Mission Impossible 2. You'd be kicking yourself, wouldn't you? Jack Nicholson's son is definitely creepy in Smile 2. Yeah. Scream 7 was way better than 6. I don't think it was. I think they are leaning too if they're going to continue with Scream, they need to get rid of all of the legacy characters now and go in a completely fresh direction because they have clearly run out of ideas. and those ghost face reveals were fucking abysmal. Not just were they like, them? Really? Them? But at the beginning of the movie, I was like, red herring. Red herring. I worked out who they were at the beginning. Scream has never done that before. Have you seen Knock at the Cabin? Is that with Batista in it? Yeah. They should make a Jason Momoa movie, but have Dwayne Johnson play him. Why? Scream is a cash cow, for money, money, money. Oh, yeah. I mean, compared to some horror movie franchises, Scream is quite strong. But a lot of people rate Scream 3 and 4, and I don't particularly like those either. I didn't like either of the Smile movies. Alexander Skarsgård would be a good Wolverine. Isn't he like 7 foot tall and blonde? He should have been the Sentry. He should have played Sentry. Weapons was... Do you know, I think I need to watch Weapons again. I definitely think I need to watch it. I didn't particularly... It wasn't terrible, but I didn't particularly enjoy it. Maybe I need to rewatch it, because there was another one like that I didn't enjoy. Barbarian. I didn't enjoy Barbarian first time, but then second time I did enjoy it. New Scary Movie looks... Have you seen how much trouble they've got into for it? Because they're just doing all the stuff we used to laugh at. Weapons was good. Oh, see, I'm going to have to rewatch it. Team Eric. Oh, True Blood. Vampire porn. Weapons on Sky on Friday. I've got Weapons. I've got it out in the living room. Lance Henriksen nearly played the Terminator. Yeah, I saw that. I did see that. Love True Blood. See, I liked the first 2 series. As soon as she was a fairy, I was out. The Gallows, the most disappointing movie I'd ever seen, went to the cinema at midnight. It was so bad. The Gallows 2 is better. It's not much better, but it is better. Can't type ever. We know, Megan. We know. Suck it. Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito. No. You know, the movie that scared me in 1978 was The Sentinel. I can't remember what that is. True Blood was incredible. The whole fairy thing, I was just done there. PBR, John. Yes, you can. You're banned. So Talk to Me Friday, amazing. See, I thought Talk to Me was really overrated. It wasn't a bad film, but it was really overrated. And then Taro was really underrated. I thought they were about as good as each other. O.J. Simpson was nearly the Terminator. Was he? Yeah, he kind of did it in real life. Buffy the Vampire. I remember that movie. It wasn't very good. No Country for Old Men. I love that film. Keep telling people about The Wretched. Not scary or gory, but a great twist. I don't think I've seen that. Lost Girl needs a redo. I've never seen that. Never seen that. Was OJ nearly the Terminator? That's wild. Danny DeVito was the Penguin in Batman Returns. Anyone ever seen Bring Her Back? Yes. I watched that a couple of weeks ago. The Wolf Creek films, they're great. I love those films. The series is half decent as well. It makes no sense compared to the movies, but yeah, I like them. I like the Wolf Creek stuff. The Wolverine became sad and fat and married to Jean. The Entity was scary. Joe, The Entity was one of those horror films that I never saw. I never saw it as a kid. And everyone was always raging about it, and I never got to see it. And it was really difficult to get hold of after a while. And when I eventually saw it, it was so good until the end. The whole thing with the clear room with the gas. Just Trent, I've never seen Dune. I've not seen the original. I've not seen the remakes. Mick Taylor is such a good character. Yeah, he's like that disgusting, horrible villain that you're kind of rooting for. What are those Groundhog Day like movies? Happy Death Day. I think I've seen them. And they're the ones where they all kind of look the same, though. They've all got that generic smile look about them. You only saw The Entity a couple of years ago. It's a horrific film for the first hour. Absolutely horrific. No Country for Old Men is one of my favourites. Yeah. Javier Bardem. I've probably said his name wrong. What a fantastic actor. He can pull off menacing so well without doing much. James Masters, so nice, met a couple of times. He was Spike, right? There was one movie like that, I understand, Sushi Girl. The guy who played Candyman. Sushi Girl. Good morning, Tracy. How you doing? Good day in Australia. Dune was a game I played as a kid growing up on a PC. Nefarious is better. Nefarious? Donkey Punch. I watched that once. What a waste of fucking time. May I ask if you like Asian horror films, which is the best, which is the worst remake of a really good Asian horror? The one with Jessica Alba, The Eye. I loved the original Tartan movie. The remake with Jessica Alba was fucking shocking. I like The Ring and The Grudge remakes, to be fair. I prefer the originals, but I liked them. But The Eye was god-awful. Ugh. Forgot about that. Faith No More used the Dune soundtrack and Live at Brixton. Did they? I wouldn't know because I've never seen it. If you're bad, has he even done romantic comedies? Yeah, he's just an all-round great. Scorpion King was shit. I kind of like it because it's like bad but good. I kind of like it. Like, what was the one Heath Ledger did? Knight's Tale? It's shit, but I enjoyed it. See, I didn't like Mama. I think they showed too much of the ghost. And not only did they show too much of the ghost, but it was too CGI or computer-generated heavy. Weirdest film I ever saw was Rubber. That Rubber. The homicidal car tire. That film was great. It had a shower sex scene and everything. True story. Also, if you've not seen it, Hobo with a Shotgun. Thank me later. If you like your really weird out there horrors, Hobo with a Shotgun is great. As well as Itchy the Killer. Oh, there we go. Sweet Goth has seen Hobo with a Shotgun. Vito, how about the Super Mario Brothers movie? That film was crap. I didn't even like it as a kid. I was so excited for it and I hated it. And I was the kid that liked Turtles 2 better than the original when I was a kid. Gothica. Hey, I like Gothica. I always liked Gothica. What was the one I was going to watch the other night and I couldn't find it? Was Identity. The video cover, or the DVD cover, I was trying to find it, is a handprint with fingerprints, but there's faces on it. And it's all about these people getting locked in like a hotel or something. And one of them is a killer. And then there's a twist with it, but I can never remember the guy's name. He's got a condition with his eyes where they don't stop flickering. Oh, what a fucking fantastic film. I'm not go. I had a few people ask me to go to HorrorCon, but it's too far to go to Glasgow for me. Fox McCloud is in the new Mario. Who's Fox McCloud? The Itchy shrimp scene. Any scene in Itchy. First Halloween scared shit out of me when I first saw. Bearing in mind, I was really young when I watched it and it scared me. Prom Night 2. I don't think I've ever seen it. How about the Rutger Hauer film with Kim Cattrall set in flooded London? I've never even heard of that. Splice. I've never seen that. The Winnie the Pooh horror movie. They wank. The Winnie the Pooh horror movies, the Popeye, nah. Arachnophobia actually made me scared of spiders. The guy from Identity is the film I'm talking about, where you've got work out who the killer is, and I can't see because the twist in the film. Oh, what a good film. What a film. I've got it on DVD and I wanted to watch it the other night. I couldn't find it. Eight-Legged Freaks. I didn't enjoy that. Turned off Itchy with the tongue scene. Oh, I loved it. Funny Man. I don't think so. I didn't. It was such a brilliant film. Good prep. Yeah, and for once, I didn't see the twist coming. Because I'm a knobhead for sitting there and working out twists in films. St. Mrs. Geek, I think that this is going to be the twist. And then she'll go, oh, you've ruined it for me now, because she knows I keep guessing them. So I'm not allowed to say anymore. Sorry. Hain? Hainate? Sorry if I said your name wrong there. Welcome. The Winnie the Pooh movie. Yes. I saw Arachnophobia at the cinema in first. Arachnophobia made me scared of spiders when I was a kid. Hobo with a Shotgun, something Crow would watch. He would, and he'd enjoy it. Split Second stars Alan Armstrong, Ian Drury, and that dude from Taggart. I've never heard of that. Isn't there an Arachnophobia remake coming out this year? Paranormal Activity movies, to a point, they got really stupid. But I enjoyed the first two. Third one was a bit meh, and then they got the same thing over and over again. And then the last one they brought out, where they go to like a Quaker farm or something, that one was really good as well. But the first Paranormal Activity, me and Mythos talked about this before. The original Paranormal Activity, for some reason, a lot of people saw it before the cinema release. There was a DVD doing the rounds, and it was supposed to be real. And I'm like, yeah, like the Blair Witch. But the ending was completely different. She didn't come up the stairs and demon yeet him across the bedroom at the camera. None of that was there. She just came up the stairs covered in blood, screamed, and then the police came in and shot her. And that's what I saw. And it was on a DVD with blue... I think I've still got it on a spindle. It was a blank DVD, like a Tesco record your own sort of thing. Blue marker pen on it. Real movie, Paranormal Activity. I put it on with my mate Mike, and we were sat there like, what the fuck? Scared the shit out of me. Obviously, when the Ouija board lit on fire and stuff, I was like, right, clearly this is a movie. But originally, it wasn't. It didn't have that fantastical style ending. Loads of people thought it was real. And then I went to the cinema to watch it, because I'd seen the trailers. People screaming in the cinema because they didn't show the movie. They only show people's reactions. I went to the cinema, I got about 10 minutes in. I was like, I've fucking seen this. All my mates were like, no, you haven't. It's only just come out. It's like, I've seen this like a year ago. On the DVD, she lunges toward... That's on the cinematic release. On the one before, she just rocks. I think she's covered in blood. Walks out of the room, and then the police shoot her. They don't do the supernatural ending to it. Yeah, I saw the original, so disappointed when they did the updated version. Yeah, Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Bear is brilliant for all the wrong reasons. Barely remember the Blair Witch? Oh, I remember it. Went to the cinema, watched it with the boys, and we were all winding each other up. You're scared? No, you're scared. Nah, none of us are scared. So we got high and went camping. We were all scared. Every time something snapped or, oh, fucking hell, we didn't make the night, we went home. Paranormal Activity has 3 alternate endings, does it? Ah, but I don't know how... I see a lot of people, a few people, had this burnt DVD copy. And like a year later, they came out in the cinema. I'm like, I've fucking seen this. And I remember a few people that I grew up with saying it, but nobody else. And then when Mythos was talking about it, I was like, finally, somebody else saw that DVD before the movie. Anyone remember the Video Nasties Driller Killer? Yeah, I've got a lot of them. Favorite film is The Big Lebowski. I love The Big Lebowski. The Grudge scared me. As an adult, The Grudge scared me. I still, even now, I still get the creeps watching The Grudge. And Ju-On. Wait, no, Ringu. The American Ring on a rewatch is kind of hit and miss, whereas the original version, it's really uncomfortable to watch. Be the one where the police shot Katie was shown at a festival. That's probably the burnt copy one. Yeah, it must be. Hey, Kaza, how you doing? Grudge scared the shit out of me too. Oh yeah, Japanese horror movies. I used to have, I think it was called Love Film, where you'd hire 2 DVDs, they'd send it in the mail, you'd watch the 2 DVDs, and then you'd send them back, and I think it was like 15 quid a month, but you could watch as many movies as you could get and send back, but you could only ever have 2 at a time. And I used to get all of the Tartan horror movies. There was one about a newspaper that told you of your death. That was really cool as well. Paranormal Activity has 2 release dates. October the 14th, 2007, Scream Fest. See, there was probably a screener that got passed around, and that's what I saw. Jim, if you look at a chat for a channel called Wisdom, he's got it on there, as he created it. The Brits need to start pumping out vampire movies again. Vampire movies with titties. Yes, they do. I just binge watched Life on Mars and Ashes to Ashes. Great series. Yeah. Fucking hell. The Master from Doctor Who. Time traveling and shit. They were good series, they were. You could hear echoes of the future. Yeah. Good take on a ghost story. Yeah. Hey, that's smart. I like that. Netflix like Love Film in the States before it went to streaming only. I didn't know that. Blumhouse have the right to remake The Blair Witch. I think they're already doing it. Hear no evil, see no evil with Kane. It's shit, isn't it? Ashes to Ashes, Life on Mars. You know, I wasn't into older music until that series, or those 2 series. And then I started getting like the soundtracks to them because I loved it. One of my favourite vampire films is Interview with the Vampire. I really enjoy that. Mrs. Geek still hasn't seen it. I keep trying to get her to watch it. Some horror with a twist. The Sixth Sense. See, Sixth Sense, when everyone gasped at the ending, I was like, of course he was fucking dead. We watched him bleed out in the beginning. And there were telltale signs that I don't know what is wrong with my brain, but I see through a lot of twists really early on. Scream. I never got that it was Stu and Billy because I thought it was too. I thought they telegraphed it too much. Remember, I found a slit mouth woman on YouTube. I haven't seen that. I've heard the story. Can't watch the ending of the original Fly. Which original? Because obviously there was the black and white one, the one very good. But then there was the... Was it 80s or 90s? With Jeff Goldblum. That film was disgusting. I love it. Passion flicks. Passion flicks. Hang on, we're not talking about them types of films. Guess the ending of The Sixth Sense. Yeah, Stu, I didn't see the twist coming because I didn't see it as a twist. I thought everyone knew that he was dead. Was it that? No, Dandalf didn't see the twist coming. There was somebody else I talked to. Case 39, John Boy. I love that film. I rewatched that a couple of weeks ago. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Adore that film. Absolutely adore it. I like the old set piece movies, or it's not set piece. What do you call it? I can't think of the term for it. But obviously they're dressed because they keep doing remakes of stuff. Like there's a Bram Stoker's remake on Prime now, and I'm like, why the fuck do I need to watch that? I've already seen it with Gary Oldman. Keanu Reeves is the worst thing in that movie, and I fucking love Keanu Reeves. Slipmouth Woman is based on a paranormal urban legend. I thought it was. Need to watch The Thing. Have you never seen The Thing? Oh, you're in for a fucking massive treat. One of the greatest, not just horror movies, one of the greatest movies of all time. Honestly. And I have watched... Period piece. Thank you, Mickey. I have watched The Thing fucking probably 20 times in my life. And I still, at certain points in that movie, don't know who is the Thing. It is such a good movie. And the ending is just like, wait. And then you wait for like after credits for it. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Don't watch it with subtitles though. Because apparently there's a DVD release with the subtitles for I think the language is Swedish at the beginning. The helicopter. Apparently that gives away the movie. 100% not see the twist coming on The Sixth Sense. It's still a great movie, but I didn't see the twist because I saw what I saw. Chris Moyles ruined the end of The Sixth Sense for me, so I'll never know. Yeah, there was a big stink about that, wasn't it? The TV and radio presenters were ruining it. Dracula is too easy to kill in Bram Stoker's. I still enjoyed it. The thing's a masterpiece. It looks great now it's redone. When was the last time I watched it? When Fahab came to stay with us last summer. And I'm probably going to watch it again now. Norwegian. Close enough. Still can't get through The Grudge. Yeah, Mrs. Geek can't watch it either. It terrifies her. Enjoy Victorian horror films set like Crimson Peak. I watched Limehouse Golem for the first time about 2 months ago. Really enjoyed it. Crimson Peak I really enjoyed. I like those old ghost stories. Penny Dreadful. The TV show, that was so good. I liked the Frankenstein in that as well because he was closer to the book. I never used to think one of the guys at the end of The Thing was the Thing. I'm not going to say too much because somebody's in chat said they've never seen it. They are in for a treat. Japanese Godzilla movies. I grew up watching them though. I used to watch the Japanese Godzilla movies with my grandfather. Godzilla and Mothra and all that stuff. I grew up watching them. I loved them. What Lies Beneath, fantastic ghost story. The Others, fantastic ghost stories. What was one with Kevin Bacon? Stir of Echoes, fantastic ghost story. I don't need to have blood and guts and gore to enjoy a horror movie. Because things like that, they can get under your skin anyway. The Others was good until people ruined it, giving it away. Do you know what? I think The Others was one of those movies that I didn't see the end coming. Anything is better than the Teletubbies. The Teletubbies are fucking awful. Dracula 2000, I've never got to the end of it. I got about 20 minutes in, turned it off. Tried to rewatch it, got 10 minutes in, turned it off. 1408. 1408's a fantastic movie. I love that. The ending of that was brutal as well, wasn't it? I rewatched that about a year ago. New Diabolical film. I've not heard of that. I prefer psychological thriller to horror. I can watch all of it and enjoy it. I like suspense, but the Paranormal Activity films, the first two, the suspense of those films was so well done. It's easy to look back now and say they were shit. They were terrifying. They're only not scary now because it's been done to death, you know? Shutter Island had me until the end. I think that's another one where I said to Mrs. Geek, I think, and I was right. And she was like, do not do that again. Hammer Horror. Yeah, with my grandfather, my parents were very strict, but my grandparents let me watch whatever I wanted. And my grandfather was a big fan of the Japanese, because back when I was a kid, King Kong and Godzilla, they were horror movies. And I was allowed to watch them with my grandparents. They drew the line at Freddy Krueger. They let me watch Halloween. My uncle let me watch Freddy Krueger and fucking scarred me for life. Yeah, I grew up watching the Hammer horror movies as well. The Autopsy of Jane Doe, fantastic film, absolutely fantastic. Woman in Black with Harry Potter, that film scared me. I was watching the cinema, and the creepy feeling from her, just you can kind of see her in the background, freaked me the fuck out. But my daughter, she wouldn't watch horror films. And she was like, I want to watch a horror film. What can we watch? I was like, I don't know, because I don't want to put like something too scary on and you have nightmares. I was like, oh, Harry Potter's in this film called Woman in Black. It's only a PG. We'll watch that. Boy, did I have some explaining to do when she cried. She got so scared she was crying. She was only, what, 9 or 10? But yeah, it was like a PG rated horror movie. I didn't think it was going to be what it was. Scared the fuck out of me. It's Wisdom, Wizddom, and then put in Beardo's Raw, ROAR. You'll be able. Oh, it might be RAWR. Love the Woman in Black, great film, absolutely. Pit and the Pendulum. Love B-rated horror comedies, Velocipaster. See, them I can't watch, Donald. I got the Autopsy of Jane Doe on Blu-ray, still not watched it. Oh, it's fantastic. Honestly, watch it. It is so good. Beardo. What? Mickey, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Check out The Sadness. That rings a bell. Oh, there you go. Wisdom Music. It's Daniel Radcliffe, not Harry Potter. I knew that. Hey, I'm trying to keep up with 200 odd people. Session 9, yeah, that's a good film. Session 9 is where they go into an asylum, right? And they're playing tapes back. Is that it? You did make someone cry. Who did I make cry? My bad. Wizzdome, music. And then just put that in and then Beardo and you'll find it. Have you seen the second Woman in Black? I think it's pretty good. I think I turned it off. Hereditary. I think Hereditary is one of the greatest modern horror movies. And I've rewatched it 4 times. And every time I've watched it, I've spotted some other stuff in the background of it. You see far more in the background every time you watch it, which I think is great. I love Grave Encounters. Don't watch the second one, though. I've got Harry Potter's real name. It's weird, because I've not seen all the Harry Potter films. I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I've seen loads of Daniel Radcliffe films, because he's really good. He could play Wolverine. Little Dut. What's the movie with Daniel Radcliffe as a corpse who keeps farting and they're on a desert island? What? Session on the workers and one of them finds the tapes. Yeah, that's a good film. I really enjoyed that. Mum and Dad. Oh, with Nicolas Cage. Annihilation. With Lady Thor. That was cool. I only ever watched it once. Trent, is that really a question? I'm a bit of a cinema buff, you know? I adore the Lord of the Rings movies. Absolutely adore them. But I can't stand the Hobbit movies. I can't get through them. Because I don't like Martin Freeman. Cube. That's... You know, Cube was such a mindfuck of a film. And so many people had never heard of it for so long. John Cusack is in Identity and 1408. There you go. That's the name I was trying to think of earlier. And Con Air. I'm sorry. I love Con Air. It's a great movie. Just saying. Elementary is a Portuguese horror film. Ah. I've never heard of that. I never heard of that. I'll have to look for that. Holy shit. We've been talking about horror for like an hour. Guns Akimbo was fantastic. Fantastic. Orlando Bloom killed Lord of the Rings for me. You can't stand him. I know a lot of people don't like him. I don't mind. The first Sinister, fantastic. Second one, dog shit. Never heard of Cube? A good movie? Yes, it's a mindfuck. It's like a sci-fi horror, but you never know what the fuck is going on with it. Not The Cube. That's a very different film. Shit. Cube. It's I never watched the sequels. Just finished watching the rewatching the entire Stargate SG-1. I've never seen it. Well, not. I watched bits of it and didn't like it. Swiss Army Man. I haven't seen that. Starship Troopers does not need a remake. No, there's nothing wrong with the original. This is why remakes, they keep picking good movies to remake and they never live up to it. Make a bad movie good. Love Andril from the Lord of the Rings tattooed on my inner arm. Loads of people with Lord of the Rings tattoos. And I used to have a map of the Shire and stuff when my studio was in the back room. I think it's still on the wall out there, come to think of it, because I glued it on. I think Cube was the entire blueprint for traps in the Resident Evil movie. Yeah, true. I think it also set the grounds for the Saw movies as well. Battleship. I don't think I enjoyed that. That's Alexander Skarsgård as well. I don't think I enjoyed that. I can't remember, so it can't stick in my head. Victor Frankenstein with Daniel Radcliffe. I think I've seen that. Starship Troopers didn't need to be made at all. Casa! I love Starship Troopers. Starship Troopers is meant to be more faithful to the source material. I didn't know there was source material for it. What's the source material? Norwegian horror movie Dark Woods. I haven't. I want to do cover songs, but like awful bands. Yeah. Sam Elliott is the nicest actor in Hollywood. I know who Sam Elliott is. I just can't think of anything I've ever heard about him away from movies. Maybe that's why he's nice. Yeah, I love Hunt for Red October. Ghost Ship. Ghost Ship gets slated by everyone, and I love that film. Alright, it's a bit cheesy, but that entire beginning, fantastic. Young Carl Urban in it. Back in the day when I had my long hair, because of my piggy nose and Carl Urban having the same piggy nose, I used to get told I looked like him back when he was skinny and shit. I used to be skinny. Starship Troopers is a book by Robert Heinlein. Right, I didn't know that. Alice in Borderland. I have not. I've never heard of it. I've got to go ship on DVD. I'd forget about that. I liked it. This horror chat is awesome. Ghost Ship starts out really good. I liked it. There you go, Rancid Radio. Event Horizon. One of the most underrated horror movies of all time. Event Horizon is pants shitting scary. And Sam Neill is so fucking good in it. Honestly, it's amazing. Donnie Darko is a masterpiece. Listen, I like Donnie Darko. I love Donnie Darko. I also think Donnie Darko is really overrated. Sorry. I like it. I love it to a point, but I think it's overrated. Sorry. Stargate Atlantis, Stargate Universe, Stargate SG. I didn't even know there was a universe. And they remaking that. My girlfriend got me to watch Tusk once. I still haven't forgiven it. I love Tusk. I loved it. It's dubbed Japanese, very similar to Squid Games. I love dub. I will watch dub movies and enjoy them. I would rather watch with subtitles though than dubbed. I would rather watch subtitles than dubbed. Event Horizon was made by a Geordie. Really? Event Horizon was Damien in space. Actually, you did there. Avoid Cube 2 like the plague. Yeah, I started watching it. It's dog shit. I absolutely loathed Tusk. I think I only liked it because of how fucking out there it was. And I'm a Kevin Smith fanboy. Video for Stargate. No, they're making a new series that's supposed to be a continuation. Oh, continuation, right. Alice in Borderland is originally Japanese. All right. I'll have to have a look for that. Pig Hunt. Do you know what, Paul? I think... Is it a group go to a farm and there's like farmers and shit wearing pig heads, like masks, but they're on a pig farm? Like a really grimy looking film. Donnie Darko is as overrated as The Lost Boys. No way! You didn't just say Lost Boys overrated. I am shocked to my core. Have you seen Ready or Not? I've seen Ready or Not, loved it. I put the second one on the other day. But then there was like drama about, oh, you need this for your holiday, that for your holiday. People were talking. I was like, oh, if I could turn that off. I'm probably going to watch that tonight. The original Saw movie was made in a budget of 10k. I keep forgetting that that was a low-budget horror movie that shouldn't have done well. You hated Donnie Darko. I know a few people that hated Donnie Darko. Yeah, do you know what? I think it's called for. The Lost Boys being called overrated. I'm sorry. Beardo, what about The Crow? There is only one Crow movie and it stars Brandon Lee. The sequels are shit and that remake is fucking awful. Absolutely fucking awful. Just putting out... Oh, I hated it. If you are going to watch a sequel, City of Angels is passable. Made my internet drop saying the Lost Boys are overrated. I know. Wasn't supposed to do well, now there's 20 of them. Weird, isn't it? Near Dark. You feeling any better, Beardo? I feel less sick. I think it's because I've been concentrating, though. Got Outbreak from 95 yet. It's a good film. Be cursed at the fucking COVID. That's what was going on in everyone's head. Right then, it is 9 o'clock. I believe the pasta munching pervert has got a live stream. If that guy I banned has changed his name already. Pussy. Wait, Spaghetti alla Paranormale. Spaghetti alla Paranormale has got the live wrestling. Easter Rumble second coming. Much like his sex life, he's only done it twice in his life. So please do go check out the Pasta Pervert. He is doing a bank holiday wrestling stream. Last Negan, please.
Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
Right, thank you all for sticking around. I appreciate you all coming in on a bank holiday. I thought it might have been quieter than it was, to be fair, with the bank holiday. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and... Have I not done an end screen? I haven't done an end screen. Bollocks. Much love to you all. Beardo, out. Fuck.
When you feel it coming down, the beetle goes around and need a roll.
I'm a fault you know.
Dressed up like a T-Rex with that perfect strut. All the people in the chat's just going nuts. You need a roll. Can I get a roll? If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get off a bit whenever he's live with the sound.
What did one plate say to another plate? Tonight, dinner's on me. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Offered side guy's asshole up to the incubus/succubus. Nothing happened to his bumhole.
Wait, did I avoid it? No, there they are.
Like a brown and pink mix.
You were late to those tomatoes then.
No.
Jolene with a shit emote. Thanks, Jolene. I'll show you, lame Trent.
10 minutes. Turkey battle cry. Beardo looks like a white camp Mr. T.
Tell me why he ain't nothing but a heartache. There is a tell me why. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why. I never wanna hear you say I want it that way.